Shalom, Mike, and first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. I like to give double honors to the pastor elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And today, I just want to tie this lesson as the prophecies unfold. Because as each day that goes by, things are becoming more clear that the things that's written within the scriptures is the appointed time where it's going to come to pass, man. Everything now is being revealed. It's coming into its perfection. It's intensifying. We at the end of the so-called white man and his reign of terror, and as well as these other nations having a part in this too as well. We at the end of our captivity. We come into a new era on the planet Earth. And it's being made known because of what's taking place on the planet Earth right now. The times is being stirred up. You know. But where can you go to find out why? The scriptures, man. Matter of fact, let's start out with this in the book of because people can tell you what's happening and who doing this and doing what. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, starting the apostles and elders on down a great millstone, we can tell you why and bag it up with a precept. This is all the workings of Yahweh Shema Shai. This is Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning. See, everything is already predestined. The end was declared from the beginning. When you watch Avengers: The Endgame, that script was written before. It was already written before you actually seen it on the movie screen. The end was already predestined before you even went to go see it. But it had to play out. And this is what we in now. We witnessing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai coming to life, man. So it says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. See? Because that's what separates Yahweh Shema Shai from any other power, deity. Because the Lord declared things are going to take place in the future, man. The Lord sent forth His prophets to declare a scenario He formulated in fashion. It can be a week from now, or a month, a year, a century, or millennia. But once it takes place, you know that was Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is the time when you ain't gonna have no choice but to know Yahweh Shema Shai. Matter of fact, before we go back, let's get this in the book of St. John 12. I believe St. John 12 and verse 28. It reads, Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven, saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. See, how the Lord glorify His name the first time? From what He have done in Egypt. And what did the Lord do in Egypt? He sent a slew of plagues, upon Pharaoh and his house and those Egyptians, And He topped it off by killing their firstborn, and then ultimately wiping out Pharaoh and his army, man. So that's how the Lord got His fame the first time. So in this time, it tells you that it's going to be no longer spoken of on how the Lord delivered us out of the land of Egypt, but how the Lord delivered us out of the land of America, man. Because people always forget You know, they might talk about Egypt, but they always forget who did it to Egypt. When it's time, once the Lord get through with America, before you say anything about America, Babylon, and Greek, I'm going to utter the name Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And the name is Yahweh Wa Yahushai for anything. So the Lord once again is going to glorify his name, man. But it starts by these things being declared. The Lord's going to do this. The Lord is going to do that. And you know, so when it play out, then you're going to know that was Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Just like in the time of Noah, they knew not until the flood came. So it's the same formula in this time. But we seeing it unfolding. We seeing these things budding forth. So let's go back. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. See? And where is this found? Within the scriptures. Everything that's written within the scriptures will come to pass. They have came to pass, are coming to pass, will come to pass. Man. Matter of fact, let's get some. Because that's why the scriptures are known as commandments. They're known as commandments because the Lord don't give out suggestions. Or the Lord say, I might be back. No. Everything is sure with the Lord. You know, when you read the scriptures, it's a sense of authority that comes with it. You know, and it shall come to pass in that day or in that time. This is gonna happen. That gonna happen. Scriptures don't say this might take place or I don't know about that, but it could be. No, man. So let's get this. Matter of fact, this is the book of Psalms 111. The book of Psalms 111 and verse 7. The works of his hands are verity and judgment. All his commandments are sure. See, which the commandments are the precepts, which is this book in its entirety, man. His commandments are sure. So they surely going to come to pass, man. It tells you we have a more sure word of prophecy. Whereunto you do well if you take heed. Because this is life and death is being presented. So you take heed unto this message. Now you have a good chance to live now. As you see these things unfold, you seeing now you got to actually entertain a famine taking place here in America. You got to actually entertain the idea of martial law, the money crashing, because you actually seeing it, the different steps heading towards it. You seeing things such as just dealing with the family. You seeing droughts happening. You know, there was a point of time that these farmers had to throw away crops and kill off livestock. Well, that was for a certain harvest. Those are the different steps that contributes to a famine. You know, we seeing the different steps that's going to contribute to a race war. We seeing the things that are going to contribute to a food war, neighborhood wars, pestilences. You know, because we in this time. This is where everything was going to be revealed, where it was going to make sense. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. See, so what Habakkuk seen, what Joel seen, as well as all the prophets, you know, they was seeing things that was gonna be for a point of time. Mainly that was gonna here in this lifetime right here at the end. Babylon the Great, America. This is where really, when you read the scriptures, it was a build up to this place. This is where everything was gonna climax at in America, at the uttermost parts of the world, the end of the world, physically, literally, time-wise, spiritually, right here, man. But it said the vision is yet for an appointed time. So meaning what? Matter of fact, continue on. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So it's gonna get a point of time you was gonna actually see what we were saying. Because it was a few years back, you had people to scoff against the, starting with the apostles and elders on down, dealing with, they scoffed them about concentration camps and Esau putting all this hell on you. They had a leg to stand on as well, because it wasn't, a lot of evidence supporting that so-called, so to speak, But then it was now, a few years later, which really about a year and a half ago, year and some change, it was a slew of videos, military vehicles being shipped throughout strategic parts of America. Trump signed over 100,000 troops to be reserved here in the land of America. A plethora of other things that's taking place, and it's ultimately a build-up to Jacob's trouble, man. And we seeing the necessary pieces being put in place, man. But it said at the end it shall speak and not lie. So meaning you gonna actually see what we saying. Now we see what Joel was talking about. Now we see what Isaiah was talking about, Jeremiah. And we were conveying it to you. Now you see it. Because it's physically happening. It's articles, videos, whistleblowers coming out and supporting what the scripture was saying the whole time, man. Because the scripture actually narrates life. This is reality, man. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, see? Because ultimately it's a build-up. It tells you the Lord is known as the husbandman. So everything is a process. Each rulership tells you that the Lord don't move or stir the tides until the said measure is fulfilled. So yeah, within so many years of your rulership, there's a certain tasks have to play out within that rulership. So that's why the only thing really that's left for this man to do is to crash the money and implement that MOTB, man. Then he out the door. He gonna kick the bucket. But the point is, what we seeing it. It's unfolding. It's being revealed. It's now, what it is. It's speaking. The vision is speaking, man. So matter of fact, was that this is Isaiah. Matter of fact, Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55 and verse 10. It reads, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven and returneth not thither. See, in this rain is this message from on high. It tells you the Lord's doctrine is going to drop like the dew from heaven. It's going to be distilled, those distilled water. So this is pure, unadulterated truth. And this is from the heavens, man. That's why I said, for as the rain cometh down, see, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, see, and maketh it bring forth and bud. See, so once this word go forth, it's not in vain. That's why I said it's going to water the earth, meaning it's going to contribute what's going to take place upon the planet Earth. You actually got these different so-called vacated buildings. Now that water, which is this word, turned into a concentration camp because we speak on these things. That Kmart just didn't close and it's just gonna be there. Now it has became a concentration camp because we watered it into a concentration camp. This word turned it into that. The famine, us speaking it, speaking it and watering it. Now you actually seeing it manifesting. You seeing a drought taking place now. These farmers had to kill off the crops, you know, as well as a plethora of other things that's taking place to contribute to these people dis-ease and discomforts, man. You know? But that's what this word do. You speak it, it made things happen. You know? It said that it may give seed to the sower, see, and bread to the eater. And that's why, you know, this truth is comfort, because it actually confirms that this is the truth. This what satisfies us, because the thing that we believe in, we've been teaching and reading about, we see it. You reading about the Esau coming down with great wrath, and you seeing laws being passed on the books right now to come in your house without a warrant, or it's a thing called summary execution. Well, that's actually giving bread to eat, because that's what the scriptures say was going to happen. This man was going to come down with great wrath. He's going to pass these different draconian laws, you know. But everything now making sense, because this is the time where it was going to happen. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, which the mouth is the prophets. It says, it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. See? So it's going to accomplish. So everything the Lord speaks, it tells you, have he not spoken, and shall he not make it good? So meaning what? The Lord fashioned and shaped and molded a scenario, and he had the prophets to declare it. Then you see it, man. And it says it's gonna prosper. So you could otherwise it says we know in part, we prophesy in part, because we can tell you it's gonna get bad, but we got a ceiling to that, how bad it's gonna be. That's why it's gonna have to take divine intervention, you know, for us to be delivered. And that's why we have this truth to be stabilized, man. Cause it's gonna be shit that's gonna take place that, you know, mortal mind cannot wrap their minds around, man. You know, so it's gonna prosper. It's gonna exceed what you think bad is. You know, but we seeing it. It's unfold. It's budding forth. The words are manifesting. So matter of fact, let's end off on this. The words are being made manifest, man. 2 Ezra 9. 2 Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. See? So everything got a beginning and an end. But at the end of the day, the end will be made manifest. You know when something has ran its course, when it changed colors, or it might sound different. Whatever the case, it will be made known that this is the end. And that's why I said all things, even rulerships. We see that the so-called white man is about to kick the bucket, that he's out the door, because of the things that's playing out on the planet Earth. We are in troublesome times. The sea and the waves are roaring. The people are stirred up, you know, and the plethora of other things that contributes to a downfall of a rulership. And we seeing the symptoms of it, man. So as the prophecies unfold, these things are now unfolding. It's making more and more sense as each day go by, man. And it's gonna get to the point. America's gonna be a scrub, man. You know, that's what we heading towards. So yeah, I just hope to edit, fam. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai.